Welcome back, guys. This is the King of Weebs here, and this is what if Future Gohan went back in time. And this is a Dragon Ball what if. As I said, I will be starting to expand the variety of what ifs, not only Naruto, because I believe that this channel can grow even further. And if I make different animes, well, what ifs for different animes, and especially because I love Dragon Ball, that's one of the main reasons why. And I know a lot of you don't really enjoy it. I know there's a lot that do, but majority don't. But still, I believe that I can make something out of this channel, and I wanna have different animes in this channel, not only one, because I'm sure that some people are going to start getting bored over time. That it's always Naruto this, Naruto that. So it's time to change up the pace, and it's time to change. There's always time for change, and I believe it is time to change. And we'll get right into it. Of course, I will still do Naruto what ifs. I'm just starting to do Dragon Ball ones as well, and it will vary from time to time. One day Dragon Ball, one day Naruto, sometimes even both. Anyways, hope you will all enjoy this and you keep supporting my channel. Anyways, let's get right into it. Here the story begins with when Future Gohan actually told Trunks that to stay back. When he went to stand his final stand, his final dance. So when he actually karate chopped Trunks on the back of the neck after saying, okay, you can come, and then he just fainted him so he would get in the way. It's not even because he don't want him in the way, it's because he wanted to save his life, because he knew this might be the end for him, and if he dies, there is no chance of Trunks to survive, especially if Trunks doesn't know how to go Super Saiyan yet. He was close, but he just needed that little push, and that push came when Future Gohan passed away. Unfortunately, one of my favorite characters, and Future Gohan will always have a special place in my heart. He's my favorite variation of Gohan, to be honest. He's like Goku. He's strong. He was strong-willed and everything. I'm not gonna say much about the Super Gohan, Dragon Ball Super, but he gets better over time. At the end, he's okay, but not the best. And I was hoping for a comeback of Gohan in Dragon Ball Super Broly. If that really happened, you'd understand, I would orgasm, but that was 2 years ago anyway. Let's get right into this. We start as I said, we start the wife when Future Gohan actually karate chops Trunks on the back of the neck, and this time Trunks actually wakes up earlier. It was between when Future Gohan started losing the advantage, because Future Gohan was really doing an impressive fight against the androids, and then of course he lost the lead because both the androids ganged up on him. They started getting the upper hand because Gohan actually tried fighting on his own with only one of them. I believe it was 17. He actually kicked 18 out of the way, and now it was him against 17. But this is when 18 recovered and came back into the fight, and Future Gohan was in a bad situation. He had no chance against two of them. But right before he got knocked down to the ground, right before he got annihilated, so he was about to get kicked by 18 to the ground, but then out of nowhere, at the speed of light, someone comes in and kicks 18 out of the way, and this someone was Trunks. Here Trunks was really pissed, and not only at Gohan for doing this to him, because he thought that Gohan thought he was too weak, but it's not true. Gohan didn't think he was too weak. It's just that he wanted to protect him, and he doesn't believe that they'll be able to beat them even together. So he wants to stand his final stand, and he tried, but of course he died in the original anyway. He's pissed at Gohan not mostly, but mostly at the androids for hurting him, and he's like, Gohan, why? And he had tears in his eyes and said, you could have died here. And basically Gohan's like, Trunks, please get out of here, it's too dangerous, we don't have any more senzu beans. If you die, there is no chance for the future. And Trunks is there, but what if you die? How am I meant to train? How am I meant to have someone who trains me? And then this is when 17 was like, oh, guess it's like a student teacher relationship here, right? Reunion. I bet you're about to die, right, Gohan? But how about we do this? And he had his hand already on Trunks' head, and Trunks was like, let me go, and basically tries to elbow 17 on the chest, but of course that does nothing. And 17 is like, you shall receive divine punishment. I know this is something that Frieza would say, but anyway, he throws him up in the air, and then even 18 came back by this time, and they both ki blast the hell out of him. Not ki blast, actually two strong ass beams, which actually incinerate, not even incinerate, pulverize, obliterate fully Trunks, and Trunks is blown to smithereens. There's literally little particles of Trunks, dust falling down. And this sparked something into Gohan. Something snapped. Something in his heart broke. And that was the bindings that he had. It was the catalyst to actually let him break through and achieve Super Saiyan 2. And Gohan was pissed. He was in Super Saiyan 2, but he was fully injured. He had one arm. He's injured. He's bloody, and he's out of stamina. But he stands his final. He stands his ground and literally punches 17 so hard that something must have broke inside of him, and 17 went flying, and then he blitzes 18 and punches her so hard, literally annihilates 18. He doesn't kill her, of course. 18 was able to survive somehow, barely, and then Gohan actually roundhouse kicked 18 to 17, and now 17 and 18 were like, this is it, you will die here. We don't know what form you're in now, but we don't care, we're still stronger. And basically they do a combined blast with all their energy, and Gohan does the same, but Gohan's still injured and he doesn't have as much power, as much ki, but he had enough power, strength to blow the wind. Blow the wind out of them, and they have a beam struggle. Gohan actually wins. And the androids were nearly disintegrated, but they were able to dodge most of the attack. But with the damage they have received and some from the beam, because they didn't fully escape it, so they still kind of got bruised. Well, so they are androids. So anyway, and they decide to retreat, saying, "This will be the only time you ever get the upper hand against us. Next time we meet, we shall destroy you." And basically they both retreat, and Gohan's left it looking up the sky, up at the sky, and man's in Super Saiyan 2 with the purple lightning around him, and he goes back to Super Saiyan 1, then goes back to Super Saiyan to a base form, and just stands there, and it's raining, and he goes towards where Trunks got obliterated, and something he sees is that a bit of Trunks' shirt was left, and he actually picks up and starts crying, saying, "Trunks, this is exactly why I didn't want you to come here," and basically screams out in pain, because not only he's injured, but he lost his student, someone he loved, someone he thought of a son to him, something similar to a son, and he just lost his only disciple, the only person who could have actually helped him beat the androids. But he had some hope left, not only the time machine, but a new spark of hope lit up. It was the new transformation he tapped into. He knew what it was, but he was too tired, and he started, well, stumbling back to West City, and he actually took a rest midway, and he was able to recover some ki and fly back. He was losing quite a bit of blood, but then when he arrived, he stumbled in front of the door, he knocked, and Bulma opened, and he fainted. This took a few hours, and Bulma was really worried for Gohan, but at the same time, she was really confused on where Trunks was. And when Gohan woke up 3 days later, Bulma asks, where's Trunks? And Gohan has to break the news. Bulma did break down, but then was like, there has to be another way. We have to beat these androids. We can't let everyone's death be in vain, especially Trunks's. He was so innocent. He did nothing. He didn't deserve this. And Gohan was like, I'm sorry, Bulma. I wasn't able to protect him like I promised you. In fact, he protected me. And Bulma was like, there's no point of crying over spilled milk. It's too late now. We have to persevere and make sure his death is not in vain. And Gohan gets serious now and says, there's still hope. And Bulma says, yes, I've completed the time machine. I just need to make enough fuel now. And Gohan's like, that's good, but there's something else. And Bulma was kind of baffed, and she's like, what else is there? And then Gohan's like, once Trunks died, I tapped into this form. I don't know what it was, but it was much stronger than Super Saiyan. Like, I mean, a lot more stronger. I felt power within me. If only I wasn't injured, I could have destroyed the androids right there and then. But of course, it just had to happen. Of course, I just had to lose all my stamina. If I just trained harder. And basically, Bulma's like, it's fine. I'm pretty sure it will take me 2 more years to develop the machine. Well, to develop the fuel. You have 2 years to train, Gohan. And if you get strong enough to beat them here, it's even better. You can just go back in time, destroy them there, give the antidote to your father, and save him. And maybe you guys might figure out a plan to revive Trunks. And Gohan's like, hopefully, Bulma. And basically 2 years pass. Gohan still hasn't re-tapped into this form, but he's gotten a lot stronger. He actually found out that he should actually try to keep himself in Super Saiyan, because whenever he transforms, a lot of stamina is wasted, and a lot of energy and ki is wasted at the same time. But he increases his strength exponentially, temporarily though, until he loses the form. But he realizes that if he can make this into his base form, which he has over the 2 years, because he didn't have someone to teach him like Goku. He had to find out on his own. He trained for 6 months, then he couldn't do it, couldn't find the form that he tapped into. But now he realized that he has to train and try to keep himself in Super Saiyan, try to make Super Saiyan his base, and then try to tap into the new power. And Gohan tried that, and he's really close to getting Super Saiyan Grade 4, which is the Master Super Saiyan. But of course, there's no more time, and the time machine is ready. So Gohan says goodbye to Bulma and tells her to stay safe. And of course he says goodbye to Chi-Chi as well. I'm pretty sure Chi-Chi's alive. Well, is she? I don't think she is. Anyway, Gohan says goodbye and goes back to the past. He arrives when King Cold and Frieza's army attack Earth, and he realizes that his father isn't here. And just saying, Gohan is a lot stronger. I'm pretty sure he's nearly Cell Saga level Goku, but of course he's weak. He's stronger than Goku right now, but he's a bit weaker than Goku in Mastered Super Saiyan, because Goku had Gohan to train with anyway. Now, Gohan, Future Gohan, sees that King Cold and Frieza are about to attack the Z Fighters, and then this is when he steps in. When Frieza tells his men to attack the Z Fighters, they all get sliced up. Yes, Gohan uses a sword now, just like Trunks, Yes, Future Gohan with the sword. And no, I'm joking. I wouldn't do that. Gohan actually wears a bit of blue. You know, Gohan. Well, Trunks' ripped shirt. He wears it around his arm, and he keeps it as a keepsake. So, a memorial of Trunks, and it always reminds him of his weakness back then, and that it motivates him to become even stronger. So, Gohan is now arrives to the scene, and everyone's confused on who he is. He has a scar next to his eye. He has one arm. He's wearing the Goku's gi for some reason, and he has he's ready to fight. They can feel his ki increasing exponentially each second. Gohan's already stronger in base form than everyone else there, and he just looks at the Frieza's force, the Frieza force, and he then blitzes all of them, and all of them fall to the ground. Gohan has actually been able to develop this technique that he can. It's basically like a Keyblade, just that it's much smaller. It's like right around his fingers. It's like making his nails longer just with ki, and he sliced their necks. And he sliced all the necks, and they bled out and they died. And Gohan's like, who's next? Frieza, shall I kill you? And Frieza's like, this monkey again. How's he grown this tall, this strong? And why does he only have one arm? I don't recall taking one of his arms. And then he looks back and he's like, the monkey's there. What? How many monkey offsprings did this Goku have? And basically, he knows that this is Gohan. He can feel it's Gohan because Gohan can feel something familiar. Piccolo can, but the rest really can't because they didn't spend as much time with Gohan as Piccolo. And Frieza only remembers because Gohan put up a mad fight against him in Namek. And basically, King Cold's like, is this the Super Saiyan we're talking about? And Frieza's like, no, but I've fought him before, but he seems stronger. And basically, Gohan's like, you shouldn't underestimate a Saiyan who says I'm not. And basically, his eyes turn from black to blue, you know, aqua blue. And Frieza is scared as hell. And Gohan's bloodlust is on a madness because he wants his revenge against Frieza because he never really got to fight Frieza even as a kid, and he's ready to kill him. And basically Frieza's like, oh no, father, are you ready? And King Cole's like, what? And basically Gohan's aura turns his eyes are blue, his aura is went from white to blonde, well not blonde, yellow, golden, and his hair turned from black to blonde. And it took a bit, but Gohan put out a flashy transformation, and everything went white for everyone because of the immense amount of light. And Vegeta's the first one to open his eyes, and he sees Gohan basically strangling Frieza, and he sees him in Super Saiyan, and he's like, what is this, a Super Saiyan bargain? And because he thinks that, how is he a Super Saiyan? Is he even a Saiyan? What the hell is he? And King Cold was about to attack Gohan, but Gohan looked at him, and King Cold froze in his place, and he's like, what is this power? And basically Gohan's like, this is what you deserve, Frieza. You've killed too many people in the past and the future. Well, to be honest, in the past. And gives him a smile and says, go to hell. And basically blasts him away. Frieza is incinerated from the neck. Basically Gohan was strangling him from the neck. He blasted his neck, but then the blast became so big that it fully disintegrated him. And it reminded him a bit of what happened to Trunks, and he's like, God damn it, I will become stronger. And basically blasts, well, says, while he says I'll become stronger, and basically he Kamehamehas, one hand Kamehamehas King Cold to oblivion. So King Cold is incinerated, he's gone, he's annihilated, he got obliterated, he got pulverized, he got annihilated. How many other words you guys can think of? All of them. Anyway, then Gohan's like, this shit, it might come in handy. And basically what he does is that instead of destroying the ship, he actually gets out a capsule which has nothing in it. And this is something that Bulma developed in the future, putting stuff in a capsule. And he actually taps the, well, you know the capsule corpse capsules where you tap the top of it. He actually taps it, well, pushes it towards the ship, and the ship actually gets absorbed by the capsule. And Bulma's like, wait, that's a capsule corpse corporation capsule? What? How does he have one? And where is that? I've never seen it. And Bulma's confused and intrigued by Gohan's technology. And where did he get that? Did her father give it to him? What is this? And if her father knew a fighter this strong, why wasn't he there in Namek? And why didn't her father tell him? Tell her, not tell him. And anyways, Gohan then explains that, Goku, yeah. And Piccolo caught on to that. Same as Vegeta, but he didn't pay too much attention. He was too jealous of him having Super Saiyan. And he's like, anyway, Goku shall arrive in the southwest in 3 hours. Shall we go? Or do you guys just don't? And Vegeta's like, how can we believe someone that we don't even know? Brat. And Gohan's like, oh, if you don't believe me, it's fine. I'll just go on my own. And basically, he started flying away, and the others actually followed him because they believed him, since he just saved them from Frieza and King Cold. So why wouldn't they believe him now that he's saying Goku will arrive there if he saved them? And Vegeta just ate his pride. He's like, God damn it, and went behind him. Anyways, Gohan, the same thing happened here. Everyone has a drink and people are asking him questions, and Gohan's trying to avoid the more personal ones. He's just answering like, how's he this strong, and he's like, I trained really hard and blah blah blah. But then Vegeta brings up the matter of the Super Saiyan. He's like, how are you a Super Saiyan? I don't recall any other Saiyan surviving, and I don't recall anyone being a Super Saiyan. If a Saiyan did survive in this universe, and they were a Super Saiyan, they would have killed Frieza a long time ago. Just who are you? And Gohan's like, time shall tell. I won't tell you now, but you'll find out later. And basically, 3 hours passed by now, and Goku actually arrived, and everyone was really surprised. And Goku comes out, and he says hello to everyone, and he sees the new figure, a new Saiyan, one-armed man, and he's like, wait, I've seen you somewhere, I don't know where. And basically, Gohan's like, I shall tell you who I am, Goku. Could you please follow me? I need to talk to you in private. And basically here, same as Trunks, Gohan actually tests Goku because he doesn't know if he's in the right timeline. For all he knows, there could be multiple timelines, and he might be in the wrong one, where Goku never turned into Super Saiyan. And yeah, so he asked Goku to turn into a Super Saiyan. Goku's like, yeah, sure, why not? And basically, he goes Super Saiyan, and Gohan's like, okay, how about we have a little sparring session? And basically Goku's like, right now? And Gohan's like, yeah. And he tests out Goku's strength, and he can tell that this is the same strength, just the same strength as Goku in his timeline. And he's like, okay, I shall tell you why I'm here and who I am and what's going to happen. And basically Goku's like, huh? And Piccolo's overhearing everything, and Gohan starts off with saying, my name is Son Gohan, and I come from the future. And this startled Piccolo, because he knew he felt something familiar within this guy. And he stepped back for a moment. He's like, wait. And he looks at Gohan. Gohan's like, yes, Mr. Piccolo. And then he looks back at him. He's like, there is a resemblance. And Gohan's like, between me and him? And Piccolo's like, no, I just never really saw what's even though you're father and son with you and Goku or father and son, I never really saw the resemblance, but now I do. And Gohan buys it, and basically then Future Gohan explains everything to Goku, that he's going to die out of a heart virus that is incurable in his time, but he comes from the future. And Goku's like, but how do you know about this? And basically Gohan's like, well, you see, And basically explains even further that Bulma built a time machine for him to come back in time, and basically everything that Trunks explained. And he said that he explained that one more Saiyan will arrive, well, shall be born in a few years. And Goku's like, I will have another kid. You have a little brother? And Gohan's like, no. You see, Vegeta and Bulma will have a kid called Trunks. And yeah, Trunks, he died in the future because of me. I wasn't strong enough, father. I'm mortified, but I will find a way to avenge him, destroy the androids, and bring him back to life. That's my mission. That's my goal in life. And basically, Goku understands and says, it's fine, son, but thank you for the antidote. And Gohan's like, take it, okay? Please, don't let the heart virus beat you. If you're not here, I don't know if even I'm going to be able to beat the androids. And Goku's like, I know you're much stronger than me, son, but I guess I'll train for the next 3 years. And Gohan then leaves, and Piccolo forces him to explain who he is, or who he was to everyone, except for the child thing, and he just says, leave out the child. And Goku understands this is okay. He explains everything, that Gohan's from the future, and Gohan's like, wait, what? That was me? And before Gohan left, then they see his spaceship, and Gohan waves. He looks at his younger self and smiles and waves at him especially, and Gohan's like, did he smile at me? And he waves back, and Gohan then disappears in thin air. Gohan now has 3 years to train on his own and come back to this timeline to check up on them, and hopefully everything's gone well. Goku's still alive. The androids were dealt with. Well, if he doesn't know if the androids will be dealt with. Anyway, everyone knows that there's a threat coming up in 3 years in in a town, and they have to get ready for it. Everyone trains as per normal, just like Gohan this time. He saw that his future self was a Super Saiyan and was extremely strong, and he's determined to turn into a Super Saiyan as well. And Gohan has a massive fighting spirit. It's like the Gohan in the hyperbolic time chamber arc, you know, when he was trying to get even stronger, becoming a Super Saiyan. That's him right now. Before he was just trying to be stronger because he didn't know that the threats were stronger than a Super Saiyan, but now he realizes that he has to get stronger. He knows that his future self is this strong, and he wants to catch up to him as fast as possible. Anyway, Gohan trains hard, and trains even harder than usual. Since there's 3 years here, Gohan has a bit of experience from the Namek saga, but one day Gohan actually is fighting against both Piccolo and Goku and Super Saiyan, and he's enraged that he's weak. If that was his future self, he'd be able to single-handedly beat both of them. And he's like, no, I shall get stronger. And basically, while he was saying stronger, it's screaming out in agony and frustration that he's not getting anywhere. While Goku and Piccolo were getting stronger, but they were telling him that he's improving a lot. But Gohan isn't getting the results he's wanting. He's a bit power hungry right now. He's kinda envious. Not jealous, envious of his future self, and he wants to reach that level of strength. And Gohan's black eyes turn into blue, and his hair goes blonde, with his aura being yellow golden for a minute. For a few seconds, I'll say 3 seconds, and Gohan was able to actually punch out the air. Punch the air out of Piccolo and Goku. He blitzed both of them, but then turned back into base form, and he falls back to the ground, all exhausted. And he's like, and Goku's like, that was amazing, Gohan, and kinda coughing. And Gohan's like, is that the heart virus? And Goku's like, no, you just punched the wind out of me. And Piccolo's like, amazing, kid, just purely amazing. And basically he's proud because he used to be his teacher, and he still is with Goku now, and they're both proud. Piccolo's a proud father, and Goku is just a proud man. I'm joking. Goku's a proud father, and Piccolo's a proud master. So now 3 years have passed. And this was around like 2 years and 10 months in, so there were only 2 months left of their training. Krillin actually joined them a few times, but he mostly trained on his own with Master Roshi in his little island, and he got stronger as well. And yeah, so 3 years have passed, and well, they all meet up in that one spot, and Baby Trunks is there as well with Bulma and Goku, and everyone's really surprised, and everyone's asking who's the father, and she's like Vegeta, and everyone's surprised except for Goku, but he acts surprised, and then basically Bulma's like, would you like to guess the name? And Gohan goes like Vegeta, Krillin goes like, oh, it must be Bolmita, and basically, yeah, I'm making up names, and Goku's like, Trunks, of course, easy thing in that, and yeah, so Bulma was confused, and Goku makes up an excuse. Anyway, let's not talk about side little stories. Anyway, that's what I call filler in Dragon Ball. I'm joking. Anyway, so then everyone meets up except for Vegeta, because of course Vegeta unlocked Super Saiyan like in the original, since he actually felt that Goku wasn't as strong as that new Super Saiyan, and that new Super Saiyan was stronger than Goku as well. And now he knew that not only was the new Super Saiyan stronger than him, but even stronger than Kakarot, that he's trying to, well, Goku, he calls him Kakarot, and basically he got so pissed that he went into Super Saiyan. Anyway, then an explosion occurred in the city, and all the Z fighters went on to find out what it was, and of course Bulma stayed back. Gohan actually went as well, and of course unfortunately the champion, the great Zeno, got annihilated through the chest. I'm joking. Yamcha, MUI Yamcha got how should I describe this? Fisted? No. He got impaled through the chest by Dr. Gero, Android 20. Even though his name is Dr. Gero, but he called himself Android 20. And they thought these were the two Android 20 and Android 19. And of course Goku's like, Yamcha! And basically Krillin gave him a senzu bean, and he was healed, and they actually went to some secluded island, and Goku started the fight. Well, Goku started to fight against 18. Well, not 18, 19. And the fight was kind of close until Goku tried to use the Kamehameha, and 19 just absorbed it and got even stronger. And Goku's like, wait, what? Not only did he absorb that, but I feel like my energy is getting drained somehow. And he tries some more. He doesn't really understand what he did, and well, 19 did. He just thought it was a technique, but he didn't want to use a blasts anymore. So he tries taijutsu. I'm joking. He tries just martial arts, normal martial arts, no blast beams or anything. And 18 punches him in the gut once, and then Goku flies back, and he's clenching his heart. And Krillin gave him a senzu bean, saying, Goku, okay, you okay? And Goku takes it and says, I'm alright, Krillin. And his heart virus got even worse. And Gohan's like, well, Piccolo then shouts out, Goku, have you been taking your medicine? And basically Goku's like, oh, no, I haven't. And basically he collapses to the ground, and Gohan actually comes in the way and lets out a massive amount of ki. Not a ki blast or anything, just that he's showing off his strength, but not really showing off. It was actually to distract 19. So 19 looked at him and Jiraiya as well, while Krillin took Goku, and Yamcha actually stayed back, just saying. And basically then Vegeta came in, and Goku was taken back by Gohan and Krillin. Well, he was taken back to Bulma, Yamcha, and Yajirobe, and now Vegeta takes care of 19, and Jiro realizes that, of course, Vegeta has that little cool moment, saying that, does a robot like you ever experience fear? And yeah, so that thing, that was really cool. I watched it in Italian though, because I was a kid back then. Anyways, I watched the whole of Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball in Italian. It's actually mad. Dragon Ball Super I watched in English, well, in sub, and then I watched sub as well afterwards. A year, I'm pretty sure 6 months afterwards, or maybe a year afterwards. I'm not sure. It was after the sub ended. So, anyways, Goku was taken back, and he's taken to his home first, and then basically, he took the medicine, and they took him to Kame House because that was the safest place. And Gohan, Krillin and Gohan and Yamcha, only Krillin and Gohan knew that the android are after Goku, and they need to protect him since he has a heart virus right now, and they're hoping he gets better, he doesn't die or anything. Anyways, now, while that was happening, the chase for 20 was on, and they actually found 20, his hideout, and they got to see the amazing scene, of 17 kind of chopping 20's head off and then activating 16. Well, Gohan actually came in and asked who are these two, who's this, and basically then Piccolo tells him that these are the androids. One of them got destroyed by Vegeta, and of course they're actually chasing them, and Gohan's like, no, these are not the androids, and Piccolo's like, what do you mean? And Vegeta's like, what do you mean, kid? Who are they then? Who are the two androids? And Gohan's like, these are not the androids, what the hell? This is nothing like my timeline. And basically, when they see the scene, Gohan's like, those two, those are the androids. And basically, they realize that there must have been different androids, and Gohan realizes that he must have altered the timeline. And then he sees that they activate number 16. And Vegeta, the cocky prick that he is, he's like, I challenge you, Blondie. And basically, of course, 18 kind of annihilates him. Gohan actually tries to help out, and he gets annihilated as well. Even though he's stronger than Vegeta, he gets destroyed, because even if the androids are weaker in this timeline, Gohan is still no match for them. No, wait, I think the androids are a bit stronger in this timeline. Let me quickly check that. I haven't watched the Android Saga since 2015 when I rewatched Z. Yes, I have checked, and the androids in the Goku's timeline are actually stronger, because in Gohan's timeline, Future Gohan's timeline, the Z fighters weren't actually getting prepared for the upcoming android threat, but here they were. So the androids actually got more data. Well, Jiro got more data, and so here the androids are much stronger, and Gohan gets obliterated. Same as Vegeta. Vegeta's arm's gone. Well, not gone. He's injured. Gohan actually got punched in the gut by 17. Who tried to help. Actually helped 18 while 18 was annihilating Vegeta's arm, and then 16 was just like, nature, what an amazing thing, just beautiful. Anyways, they go off, and they're like, we're not going to stay for long. We're trying to find Goku. Anyways, see ya. And Krillin still gets the kiss, and the ship is beginning. And so this is when technically 1 second, guys. So then Piccolo actually goes to Kami, the lookout, and he's like, fuse with me, Kami. And Kami's like, yeah, okay, but just saying, there's another threat, someone stronger than the android. And Piccolo's like, wait, what? And then he's like, someone's absorbing the life force of the humans. He's stronger than the android, but he is one himself. I just have to warn you before I fuse with you, Piccolo. And then they fuse, and Piccolo comes back, arrives stronger than ever, and then he realizes they got obliterated. Well, after the fight against Cell, and he tells them about the threat of Cell. So Piccolo faces off against Cell, and gets back to the Z Fighters, and he warns them about Cell and Bulma, Krillin, and Future Gohan. This time they actually go back. They start searching, and they find the time capsule, and this one was actually Trunks's, because remember, there are different timelines, and technically the separate universes somehow, and this was actually the true Trunks' one. And yeah, so they find out where Jiro had the Cell, well, where he hid said Cell, and they actually destroyed Cell because they didn't want to have him as a threat in the future. Anywho, then a few days later, Goku woke up, and everyone was pretty happy. They had hope because no one was able to beat the androids. Vegeta still pissed, and Goku brings up the hyperbolic time chamber. And anyway, he takes Gohan, he takes the future Gohan, and he takes Vegeta. Here is where the changes happen. This time, Vegeta goes in first. Since there is no Trunks, Goku actually decided to go in with Future Gohan because he wanted to spend some time with his future son, who hasn't seen him in how many years he's been dead in the future. Anyways, Gohan understands. He's kind of bummed out because he's a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old by now, and he's lived without his, well, I'm pretty sure he's like 10. Sorry, my bad. 10 something year old. Yeah, allow that, bro. Allow that. 11, maybe 10. Anyways, he goes in with Vegeta, who Vegeta really was like, God damn it, I'll get this kid. And Gohan's like, hey, listen, I'm not as weak as you think. And Vegeta's kind of lack the guts. He's like, you got guts, kid, but if you're going to have bravado, you better have something to back up with, alright? And he goes in, and Gohan follows in. A day later, just saying, the fight against Cell 17 still happens. Gohan wants to go, Cell 17, 17 and Piccolo, and then Tien arrives. Of course, Cell arrives, absorbs 17, becomes semi-perfect Cell, and Vegeta and Gohan come out, and this time Gohan is already Super Saiyan, and he comes out as a Super Saiyan, while Vegeta comes out in base form and saying, I don't need this form, I'm much stronger than that. And Goku's ecstatic to see his son being a Super Saiyan, and him being able to be in Super Saiyan for quite a bit, and he's treating Super Saiyan as his base form. Gohan already knows about the buff Super Saiyan, and Vegeta does tell them that Gohan is no joke, and he's like, this kid is something else. In his training, he never gave up. In less than 2 days, he was able to unlock Super Saiyan. He trained non-stop. And there was one more thing. In the middle of our training, he tapped into this power that I've never felt before. Some strong power. He went into a rage. His strength was immense. I thought he was going to kill me. But, of course, I put him down like the dog he is. And Gohan's like, shut up. And Gohan's a bit more arrogant here, because he spent a full year with Vegeta, but they do become good friends. Vegeta's like a mentor to Gohan, because now Gohan knows the Final Flash, the Gallic Gun, and also the Big Bang Attack. They actually both go to face off against Cell. And Gohan knows that I'm pretty sure that 4th grade Super Saiyan is actually stronger than Cell, but Gohan allows Vegeta to fight, and Vegeta allows Cell to go get his final form. And this is when Gohan arrives, of course, because he wanted to eat, have a shower and everything. And he's like, are you stupid? Do you know how strong he'll get? Did you not feel the immense power change? And basically, he only knows that because according to Piccolo, Cell was just a bit stronger than a Super Saiyan, and now he's strong as a Super Saiyan grade 3, which is the buff Super Saiyan, you know that one, that Vegeta got annihilated against Perfect Cell. And Gohan says, we're gonna find him and stop him. And by the time they actually find him, they see him absorbing, annihilating 16. 16 doesn't fully get destroyed, but still annihilating him, and absorbing 18 and becoming perfect. He's like, I have achieved perfection. Now, who's next? I thought Vegeta wanted to fight me, and Vegeta was cocky. He's like, are you ready to feel the wrath of the Prince of the Saiyans? And Gohan never really showed his true strength, the true strength of perfect Super Saiyan. Yes, Master Super Saiyan. And Vegeta starts fighting, gets obliterated, gets fainted, and gets thrown into another, in a whole different island, which Gohan tells Krillin to take 16 and escape and heal, well, give a senzu to Vegeta while Gohan takes him on. And just saying, Goku is in the hyperbolic time chamber right now. It's nearly been a full day, and Gohan's like, I won't let you kill anyone else, Cell. And basically, he's ready to fight. And just saying, Gohan has short hair here. He's already 11, I'm pretty sure, because yeah, whatever. I don't care about the ages. It doesn't really matter in Dragon Ball. And he's ready to fight. And Cell's like, oh, little Gohan getting all worked up over Vegeta. Huh, from what I've known, you never really liked him, have you? And Gohan's like, Vegeta ain't that bad, but he's too cocky. And Cell's like, come at me, brat, let's see your strength. And Gohan's like, you shouldn't underestimate me. And he lets out his full strength, and just saying, Vegeta gets healed, and he can feel the wrath, well, the power of the fight against Cell and Gohan. Gohan's putting up an amazing fight. He actually already used the Kamehameha, Gallic Gun, Final Flash, Big Bang Attack, multiple attacks, even the Kurenzon, you know, wait, what was it called in dub? Don't really watch it. 1 second. The Shock Disc. Anyway, he uses that, he cuts Cell in half and then tries to obliterate him, but Cell regenerates even stronger, saying, impressive for just a kid your age, but you cannot beat perfection. Young Gohan, I respect you for your courage and strength, but now it's my turn. And obliterates Gohan in a few punches, and then basically is about to kill him, but then Krillin kick comes in, using his solar flare. Vegeta actually takes Gohan, and they both return to that one island, and they had the strength, and they go away. And then the next day, Goku arrives with the Future Gohan. Future Gohan's way stronger than Goku right now, and of course Goku will get stronger over time, stronger than Gohan, of course. And Gohan has learned a few new techniques. He's learned the instant transmission, he's learned the Kaioken, the Spirit Bomb, and he's in perfect Super Saiyan. And Future Gohan still hasn't unlocked to Super Saiyan 2, but he will soon. But he's strong as hell. Not to mention Goku. He is actually stronger than Vegeta, and Gohan is actually stronger than both of them. I mean, sorry. Gohan's actually weaker than both his future self and his Goku. And Goku's like, hey Gohan, do you wanna go in with me again? I mean, no, I'm joking. Goku doesn't say that. Vegeta's like, hey kid, come back with me. Come in. And he goes in, well, and he apologizes to Piccolo, saying, I'm sorry, Mr. Piccolo. I guess Vegeta just wants to go in. And Piccolo's like, it's fine. I'll go in after you guys. But train hard, Gohan. I felt your strength. Your power is amazing. And yeah, so Gohan goes in. And by the time they come back, Gohan is on the next level. He's 12. He skipped 2 years now. He's on a madness. You don't understand. Wait, I've always wondered. You know how Gohan used the hyperbolic time chamber? Does that mean he was actually a year younger than Videl? Wow, that's amazing. Anyway, he comes back out with Vegeta. This time, a bit more, messy, because he's trained way harder. Gohan has actually achieved the form. Well, he's literally right there to achieve Super Saiyan 2. And he's actually the strongest out of all of them right now. And Goku's impressed. Goku did still test out Cell, and Cell's like, I'll give you 10 days. Blah, blah, blah. And I will host the Cell games. Anyone can challenge perfection. But of course, no one's perfect like me. They cannot beat me, not even you, Goku. I hope to see you in the Cell Games in 10 days. Anyways, bon voyage. And he goes off, announces the Cell Games to the world, and the world's in a panic state. Anyway, afterwards, Gohan comes out with Vegeta. Vegeta is actually on par with the Future Gohan and Goku, since they were pretty much on the same level, and he's on it. But Gohan is literally the strongest out of all of them. He is so strong, and he still wants to spend time with his dad. And these next 10 days, Gohan actually spends with his mother, who he has lost in the future. Since he did spend a year with his father, now he wants to spend the last 10 days with his mother, and he helps her around the house, doing chores, like in the back in the old days, and he's reminiscing everything, and he does shed a tear when he sees Chi-Chi again, and Chi-Chi's like, "Is that you, Gohan?" And basically, because she could tell straight away, because he's her son, and she is his mother, and she's like, "Gohan, how did you grow so much?" And then she sees Gohan, and she's like, my Gohan's a punk, and yeah, so blah blah blah. And Gohan spends his last 10 days with Goku. They have fun, and they kind of get to bond. And Gohan really has those 10 days were quite a lot for him, especially because he hasn't seen his father in literally 2 straight years. Well, maybe for a few minutes in one day, and then just went in for another year with Vegeta. And he's actually really good friends with Vegeta. He thinks of Vegeta like more of a teacher to him, but at the same time they train with each other, the sparring partners now, and they teach each other different techniques. And Gohan's really happy that Vegeta and him are on good terms now, and he's like, alright. Anyways, 10 days pass and the Cell Games begin. Goku's first to fight. Well, I mean, yeah, he's first to fight, and then Goku, of course, uses his instant transmission, one of the most iconic, well, for me, one of the most iconic scenes, because he was so cool, and he was so overpowered in Dragon Ball Legends when he came out. But of course, he's so shizer now. But I hope he gets the Zenkai soon, because we need to stop this Vegeta Blue. Come on, even though I don't have the 7 stars yet, I will dump everything I have on him. All my multi-Z power, because I did restart that game a few months ago anyway. Because I needed the transforming Super Vegeta anyway. Let's not get into that. Yeah, so then Goku gives up and says, "Hey Gohan," to the future one, and said, "How about you get to fight? I mean, you want your revenge against this androids," and technically he is the 2 androids. And then basically Gohan gets obliterated as well, and then Vegeta's like, if they can't beat him, I can't. But then Vegeta was next up from the line, and Gohan's really worried. He still thinks he's the weaker one out of all the Saiyans. Vegeta fights. He puts up a good fight, but in the end he gives up just like Goku, and Goku's like, "No, why Vegeta?" And basically Vegeta's like, "Shut up, Kakarot. You've been spending so much time with your future son, but something you don't know about your current son, him, Gohan, come down here." And Gohan's like, "Me?" And he's like, "He's stronger than all of you, even you, Cell. He's so strong that you won't even put a fight up against him." And Android 16 could sense it with his senses. He's like, "Gohan, I believe you can beat him." Yeah. And Piccolo's like, "No, Gohan's not a fighter like you guys. How about you all team up against him? I'm sure you can beat him like that." And Vegeta declines, saying, "No, Gohan is more than capable enough to beat Cell on his own. I shall show you that Gohan's a fighter, a true Saiyan, even though he's a hybrid, even though he's an offspring from a human. He has the true Saiyan spirit." And Goku's like, "Alright then. Hey, Krillin, pass me 2 senzu beans." And Krillin's like, "Why 2? And he's like, "Vegeta must need 2. And he throws 1 to Vegeta and 1 to Cell. And he says, "Cell, fight properly, okay? All out." And Piccolo's like, "Are you dumb? Are you skunked? He's your son." And even Future Gohan's like, "No, father, what are you doing?" And Vegeta's like, Even with the senzu bean, you'll be nothing compared to Gohan. Gohan, I believe in you. And basically pats him on the head. And Gohan's like, he's never done that to me. And yeah, so Gohan has... he's kind of gassed that Vegeta acknowledged him. Because Vegeta never even acknowledged him once. During the training in the hyperbolic time dream, but now he's telling everyone that he's the strongest and he's gassed. So he takes off his gi. Of course, this time Gohan is actually he's still wearing the Piccolo clothes, and now he's up against Cell. The fight begins as per normal, just that Gohan has a bit more finesse, and he's actually pulling up a real good fight until Cell's like, perfection should not be underestimated, young Gohan. And basically he starts fighting for real, and Gohan's getting obliterated. And then Vegeta's like, Gohan, fight properly. And Gohan's like, and Vegeta's like, don't worry about the damage caused to the Earth. After all, Kakarot did get a new Guardian. We do have the Dragon Balls again, so you don't have to be scared, Gohan. Go! And basically Gohan goes all out, and he starts fighting. And then the Cell Juniors come out. Cell decides that Gohan, he can feel that Gohan's not fighting properly, and he says, alright then, how about this? Go, my offsprings. And the Cell Juniors attack the Z Fighters, and everyone as per normal. Even a Future Gohan can put up a fight against them, and they're getting destroyed. And yeah, so this pushes Gohan enough to transform into Super Saiyan 2 without even 16 being dead. And he's like, you shall feel pain, Cell. And basically punches Cell in the gut and punches him again twice. And Cell, actually, this was more than enough for Cell to spit out both the androids, and he's back in his normal state. And Gohan says, Cell, you have no chance. And basically everyone else is kind of getting destroyed, but before Gohan actually went to help them, he actually said, hey, you Cell Juniors. He calls them like that, and they all look at Gohan thinking, huh, and then they see that their father is not in his perfect state anymore, and he's like, I believe you should come and protect your father, or I'll kill him myself. And basically Cell tried to actually impale Gohan to absorb his energy, because he believes that his energy is more than enough for him to transform again. But Gohan's skin was so strong that he wasn't even able to penetrate. It was thanks to the Super Saiyan 2 transformation. And Gohan's like, why are you trying to pull Cell? And basically actually pulls Cell by his tail, and all the Cell Juniors attack him. But Gohan actually flinged Cell around, span him around to slap all the Cell Juniors with Cell, and then throws him up in the sky. And Naruto's like, this is the end! Say goodbye, Cell! And basically says, he does a combination attack that with a Vegeta attack and with his father to show his respect for both of them. He loves his father and he respects Vegeta, and he's like, final Kamehameha! Yeah, yes. You guys would never have expected this, but yes. He uses that and obliterates Cell so hard, and then he's like, and he basically then all the Cell Juniors explode, and Gohan's right behind them, and he catches the Senzu beans. He gives one to everyone, and the Cell saga is pretty much over now. Future Gohan is really impressed by his younger self because he's so strong now, and he wants to take from him. He asks Gohan how he got this strong, and Gohan's like, to be honest, I was really jealous of you getting so much time with father, and I wanted to show father that I can get strong as well, even without his help, and I guess I did. And Goku's like, I never thought of that. I'm sorry, Gohan. And Future Gohan apologized as well, saying that I went through the same pain as you. I know how it feels not to go with our father, and I took your time with him. I'm sorry, Gohan. And basically Gohan, since Gohan really knows that this is Future Gohan, and Gohan says, it's fine, you are me after all. And basically Gohan asks the Z Fighters, is there a way of actually reviving Piccolo from his timeline? And then they're like, why don't you just go to New Namek? And he's like, I don't have a way to go there. And then basically Bulma actually gives him the location because Goku knows it. And Gohan returns to his timeline, and just saying, with the wishes they revived everyone. The 2 androids actually went off. Of course, Android 16 decided to go with them, and 17 actually became a ranger for the island. 18 in the end married Krillin, but before he left, Future Gohan, Goku actually wanted to give a gift to Gohan, and he gifts him a bag of senzu beans, and with the last wish, he actually wishes for Gohan's arm to be regenerated, which he has. Gohan's arm's back, and Gohan's like, thank you, father, and he goes back to his timeline, and he gives the coordinates to Bulma, and yeah, they use Frieza's ship, which is much faster than any other ships, and she actually modifies it a bit to make it even faster, so they can get there in 6 days, just like Goku did. And they revive everyone on Earth that was killed. Of course, Gohan destroys Cell and this 17 and 18 there, and he knows that 16 is still somewhere out there, so he wants to get 16 and recomputerize him just like in the original, because 16 is good, in the other timeline. And yeah, everyone's revived. Goku's not. Vegeta and the rest are actually revived. Yes, even Vegeta and the rest. And Gohan asks, is there a way to revive Goku? And Porunga says no. And just saying, I was just joking. Vegeta, no one else except for Trunks gets revived. They ask for everyone. And basically Porunga says, I can only revive the humans. Because I'm joking. I wouldn't do that to you guys. Of course I wouldn't. Anyway, Vegeta gets revived, and yeah, so here the story is a lot more different. All the Z fighters are back, even Trunks, and Trunks finally gets to meet his father, and yeah, happy ending for everyone. Even Gohan, he gets his mother back, not his father, but he will find a way to revive his father. Of course, he gets Piccolo back, who he loves. Well, it's his best friend technically, and yeah, so that happens, and he with Piccolo, he's able to revive. He's able to actually bring back Kami, but then asks Dende to come with them, because Kami's getting old and he doesn't have enough power to make Shenron stronger. So he takes Dende with them, because Dende still knows Gohan, and he doesn't mind going. He's actually older here. And yeah, so the new guardian of the earth is Dende. And Kami's just there, why not? Why the hell not? Anyways, this is where I'm going to end part 1. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please take care, stay safe. This was the King of Weebs here. Also, please subscribe to Ratreet and Miniman123 on YouTube. Follow Shokiro, the artist who made my profile picture. Amazing artist on Instagram. And please follow me on Twitter and Instagram, especially Instagram, because I spent quite a bit of time there now, and not too much, just enough. And join my Discord server, link in the description below. We have a good time. Anyways, I'm joking. I'm not really too active there, but when I am, I try to have the most fun I can. Anyways, all links are in the description below. And this was the King of Weebs here.